Oh, man. Devin the American Dream Haney looking snapped. I mean, jacked. Now, guys, you know you guys were thinking the same thing. I'm just playing. I'm playing. It's a jokey joke. I have to say that because I know there are Devin Haney fans now in the comments going, you know what I mean? So I ain't got that kind of time. I'm just joking. Okay, we got to talk about a few things. Devin Haney, the way he's looking jacked. All right, he looks great. We can break that down a little bit. And I have something to say about that. Also, your Dennis Ugas on X saying that Errol the Truth Spence is a Hall of Famer. And that's in response to Bud Crawford, Terrence Bud Crawford, telling Usman and Henry Cejudo that Errol Spence was not a Hall of Famer.
I think Spence will be in the Hall of Fame.
Right now? No, how?
But first, before I talk about all of that, yeah, the tickets are on sale for my live show. I will be in New York May 1st at the City Winery doing a live performance on stage for you guys. The War Room, show up and show out. The tickets are on sale. The tickets have been selling. So thank you guys so much for picking up tickets. We still have tickets left. Make sure you hit the link in the description box and in the comments so you can show up and show out. Don't forget, May 1st is the day before the big fight, May 2nd, in Times Square. Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero, Devin Haney versus Ramirez, and Teofimo Lopez versus Barboza. So we're going to put our show on the Thursday before May 1st. Live on stage performance. So come on, show up and show out. Let's sell these tickets out. If we sell out, we will go global and do a global show. So let's show up. Okay, so your Dennis Ugas on X. This is what he said about Errol Spence. Don't forget, Ugas was an op of Errol Spence. Okay, he was Errol Spence's opponent. Errol Spence broke like his rib, his orbital bone, his cheekbone, like all this shit. And here's what he had to say. He says, I even think if Errol Spence Jr. were to retire today, I think he'd be a Hall of Famer. And I like how he said, I even think, because he was an op, right? He said he practically came back from death and eye surgery to become a 3-time champion. He has an incredible story of overcoming it. I mean, it's really movie worthy. But so is Bud's life. But this is ridiculous, him coming back like this. So this is on about Errol. He hard injured my eye, but that's boxing. It will always be an honor to have fought him. I still hope to see him return in a big fight. Fighters are opponents, not enemies. I love that he said that. And I think he was kind of saying that to say, this is why I'm giving Errol Spence his roses. You guys may think that that's surprising, but I was his opponent. I don't hate him. I'm not his enemy. So then I think that's why he started off by saying, even I think. So he's just saying, personally speaking, as an opponent, been in the ring with Errol Spence and what he's done. And he really emphasized the comeback from the near-death car accident. That is an amazing story. I mean, what he did was just thoroughly amazing. And when it comes to his fight with Terrence Bud Crawford, you know, you kind of think of a lot of things. Terrence Bud Crawford being better than him is number one. I think Terrence Crawford is a better fighter than Errol Spence. But on top of that, you don't feel that that was the best Errol Spence. You know, and I've said, you know, many times, I think Terrence Crawford, after seeing that fight, would probably beat Errol Spence every time. But the reason why it looked that bad, like, is because Errol Spence looked pretty washed, okay? And it may be due to the, you know, after the accident thing, but then there's other things, right? He couldn't spar for a while, so they say, because of the rib injury, which I know, okay? I'm not even gonna play. I know he had a rib injury. On top of that, you know, people feel he may have been drained at 147, which I don't lean into that too much because Terrence Bud Crawford, he went to 154 right afterwards, and now he's fighting Canelo. So it was hard for Terrence Bud Crawford to make 147 as well. But Terrence Crawford did his thing. I never took away the accomplishment of Terrence Crawford beating Errol Spence. I think he would have beaten him anyway because I think he's greater than Errol Spence. But with that said, Terrence Bud Crawford, speaking to Henry Cejudo and Usman, Terrence Bud Crawford took the victory away from himself.
You know,
Do you not think Spence will be in the Hall of Fame?
right now, no, how?
He kind of dissed the victory himself, saying that Errol Spence wasn't a great fighter, an all-time great fighter, meaning a Hall of Famer. That's what great is, a Hall of Famer. So he's saying he's not a great fighter, and he's the one who actually dissed himself. And there's a lot of, or dissed his victory. And there's a lot of Bud Crawford fans out there, you out there, who are like, no, Bud, I mean, that was a good victory. You know what I'm saying? So I think we all actually agree. It's funny. I just feel like maybe that was a moment that's weird. Remember Dr. Manhattan? Dr. Manhattan on The Watchmen, he sacrificed himself to bring together unity with humanity. I feel like that's what Terrence Bud Crawford did with that statement. He sacrificed his own greatness to bring unity amongst Errol-sexuals and Bud buddies, because everybody's agreeing with the fact that Errol Spence, no, he is a great fighter, and that was a great win for Terrence Bud Crawford. Now, let's talk about Devin the American Dream Haney, looking jacked, okay? Devin Haney, he looks absolutely great. He's shredded up, and what I like about this is you know, when I met Devin Haney, he looked fit. Him and Teofimo Lopez, both of them looked extremely fit. But Devin Haney, since this is about him, he looked incredible when I met him. And he's looking incredible in this photo. And what's great about it is he's in crazy shape because he's moving up in weight, but he's more cut. So it's not like he's drained here because he's not getting on the scale yet. So if you think about, you know, fitness and building a type of muscle, you know, he is at a higher weight, meaning, you know, muscle weighs more than fat. So you can actually cut up. You can cut up, especially when you're Devin Haney. He walks around, you know, in the 170s, I'm sure. He's a big kid, right? But you can cut up and gain weight and be more shredded. That's not an odd thing. And Devin Haney looks incredible. But I want to say this. All of that shit doesn't matter if you keep doing this. To see this photo of his sparring, Devin, stop with the bow and arrow effect. Get it through. Like, listen, bro. Listen. Jose Ramirez can reach you. He's 5'10", 5'11", however tall Jose Ramirez. He's a big dude. I met him as well. He was noticeably bigger than Devin Haney. So he can reach Devin Haney. On top of that, he has a fantastic left hook. Stop doing this. Everyone knows that you do the bow and arrow effect, bro. All of the shape you're in does, and I know Devin Haney fans are about to cry again. They're going to see it as a diss. Brother, please, forget the Devin Haney fans. They cry babies. Devin, please, stop with the bow and arrow effect. Please, please, so you can win the damn fight. Keep this up, bro, and jab, right? Because, I mean, I know people said Floyd Mayweather did it, but Floyd Mayweather obviously had the reflexes to get away from counters or however he set it up. So he can do that flaw. Obviously, he wasn't getting caught like that. Haney, on the other hand, gets caught with that shit. You saw him caught by Linares. You saw him caught by Ryan Garcia, most noticeably. He gets caught with that shit. All right? So please, bro. And I don't know if Ryan Garcia has wrecked Devin Haney's chin even more. We'll see against Jose Ramirez. To see him still doing that, bro, please, because everyone knows you do it. It is no secret. Jose Ramirez is going to spam his left hook, which he has a fantastic one. All right? So, you know, if he can, but, you know, old habits die hard. All right? So, well, I don't know. But the shape that he's in, he's definitely focused, and that is great. That should be great to see from Devin Haney's fans. It should be very reassuring that he's looking like this. He looks absolutely phenomenal, so that's great. But damn, let me know how you feel in the comments below. Showbizz for dope. I will be doing live commentary in a few hours for Williams Zepeda fight versus Tevin Farmer. Too excited about that. Also, I'm looking to call the Brian Norman Jr. versus Cuevas fight. Let's see if that happens. Shushu, he fights on the same card, right? He fights tonight. You know, Shushu, that's my brother. I hope he fights tonight. I think he fights tonight. I saw a little. I shared a story of his on the weigh-in in the weigh-in. Unless he fought yesterday. Let me know in the comments below. Showbizz, little dope. I'm out.